You have 7 seconds to answer each question, and we will explain the answer. What is the capital city of Japan? Tokyo has been Japan's capital since 1869. Its greater metropolitan area, with over 37 million people, is the world's most populous urban agglomeration. Which is the largest continent by land area? Asia covers about 44.6 million square kilometers, roughly 30% of Earth's total land area, and is home to approximately 60% of the world's population. How many countries share a land border with China? China borders 14 countries: Russia, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, and North Korea, tied with Russia for the most of any nation. Which is the world's largest ocean? The Pacific Ocean covers about 165 million square kilometers, more area than all of Earth's landmasses combined and roughly 30% of the planet's total surface. Which country has more natural lakes than any other on Earth? Canada has over 3 million lakes, more than all other countries combined, covering about 9% of its land area. Finland, often called the land of 1,000 lakes, actually has around 187,000. What is the capital city of Australia? Canberra was purpose-built as Australia's capital in 1913, chosen as a diplomatic compromise between rival cities Sydney and Melbourne, which were both fiercely lobbying for the honour. Which is the world's largest country by land area? Russia spans 17.1 million square kilometers, about 1/8 of Earth's entire land area, and stretches across 11 time zones from Eastern Europe all the way to the Pacific Ocean. Which country has the most time zones in the world? France has 12 time zones, more than any other country, thanks to its overseas territories scattered across the globe, from French Polynesia in the Pacific to Martinique in the Caribbean. Through how many countries does the Nile River flow? The Nile flows through 11 countries: Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, DR Congo, Kenya, Ethiopia, Eritrea, South Sudan, Sudan, and Egypt, making water rights a major geopolitical challenge in the region. What is the world's smallest country by area? Vatican City covers just 0.44 square kilometers within Rome, so small that you could walk its entire border in roughly 40 minutes. Despite its size, it's a sovereign state with its own postal system, radio, and banking. Which mountain is the tallest when measured from its oceanic base to its peak? Mauna Kea in Hawaii rises 10,210 meters from its base on the Pacific Ocean floor, taller than Everest's 8,849 meters from sea level. Most of Mauna Kea lies hidden beneath the ocean. Which continent has no permanent human settlements? Antarctica has no permanent residents, only rotating research station staff, typically a few thousand in summer and under 1,000 in winter. Its extreme climate and international treaty make it the only continent without a native population. Approximately what percentage of Earth's total fresh water is locked in Antarctica? About 70% of Earth's fresh water is stored in Antarctica's ice sheets. If it all melted, global sea levels would rise by approximately 60 meters, submerging most of the world's major coastal cities. Which is the world's longest mountain range? The Andes stretch approximately 7,000 kilometers along South America's western coast, the world's longest mountain range. They span 7 countries and are the highest range outside Asia. What is the world's tallest waterfall? Angel Falls in Venezuela drops 979 meters, nearly 20 times the height of Niagara Falls. It was named after American bush pilot Jimmy Angel, who first flew over it in 1933. Which country has more ancient pyramids than Egypt? Sudan has approximately 255 Nubian pyramids built by the ancient kingdom of Kush, nearly double Egypt's 130 to 138. They're steeper, narrower, and far less visited than their famous Egyptian counterparts. What is the capital city of Canada? Ottawa has been Canada's capital since 1857, chosen by Queen Victoria partly because its inland position made it harder to attack from the United States. Toronto is the largest city, but Ottawa is the capital. What is the most widely spoken language in South America? Portuguese is South America's most spoken language, thanks to Brazil, the continent's largest country by both area and population, accounting for roughly half the continent's total population. How old were the Great Pyramids of Giza when Cleopatra was born? Cleopatra was born around 69 BC while the Great Pyramid was completed around 2560 BC, making it already 491 years old in her time. Cleopatra actually lived closer to the moon landing than to the pyramids being built. How many islands make up the Philippines? The Philippines consists of 7,641 islands, one of the largest archipelagos on Earth. The chain stretches over 1,800 kilometers across the western Pacific, though fewer than 2,000 of those islands are inhabited. Which African country has the largest economy by GDP? Nigeria surpassed South Africa in 2014 to become Africa's largest economy, driven by oil exports, a population of over 220 million, and booming technology and entertainment industries, including the massive Nollywood film industry. Which is the only country that has coastline on both the Atlantic and Indian Oceans? South Africa's Cape of Good Hope marks the symbolic meeting of the Atlantic and Indian Oceans, with the actual southernmost tip being Cape Agulhas. No other country is washed by both oceans simultaneously. What is the capital city of Brazil? Brasilia became Brazil's capital in 1960, replacing Rio de Janeiro. It was built entirely from scratch in just 41 months, a planned city designed in the shape of an airplane, dropped into the interior wilderness. How many countries share a land border with Brazil? Brazil borders 10 South American countries: Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, French Guiana, Uruguay, Argentina, Paraguay, Bolivia, and Peru, touching every country on the continent except Chile and Ecuador. Which country has the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites? Italy leads with 58 UNESCO World Heritage Sites as of 2024, from the Dolomites and Amalfi Coast to the historic centers of Rome, Florence, Venice, and Naples. China follows closely with 57 sites. What is the world's largest rainforest? The Amazon rainforest covers about 5.5 million square kilometers across 9 countries, more than half the world's remaining tropical rainforest, and is home to an estimated 10% of all species on Earth. Approximately what percentage of Earth's oxygen does the Amazon rainforest produce? The Amazon produces roughly 20% of Earth's oxygen through photosynthesis, earning its nickname, the lungs of the Earth. It also recycles vast amounts of water vapor, influencing rainfall patterns across South America. Approximately what percentage of Earth's total surface area is covered by the Pacific Ocean? The Pacific Ocean covers about 30% of Earth's total surface, larger than all of Earth's landmasses combined. The word Pacific comes from the Latin mare pacificum, meaning peaceful sea, ironic given how active it is. What fraction of Earth's entire unfrozen surface freshwater is held in just one lake? Siberia's Lake Baikal holds about 20% of all unfrozen surface freshwater on Earth. It's the world's deepest lake at 1,642 meters, the oldest at 25 million years, and contains more water than all 5 Great Lakes combined. What is the capital city of Pakistan? Islamabad became Pakistan's capital in 1966, replacing Karachi. It was purpose-built as a planned city chosen for its central location, while Karachi, Pakistan's largest and most famous city, remains the commercial and financial hub. How did you do? Let us know in the comments, and test your knowledge in these categories next.